What is up, YouTube? I didn't think I'd video this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If I can help just one of you guys out by doing this, it's gonna be a how-to, then it's been a success. So if you subscribe to the channel, you may know that my brakes went out. I believe it's the wheel cylinder, but we're gonna find out. So you want to be sure to get these loose before you take the jack up, because once you get the jack up, this tire is just gonna spin and rotate on you. So try to break them loose before you get up all the way up there. Here's what we got to look at. Pretty rusty, but we can see, can't see where it's coming out yet. It's probably behind the drum and probably the wheel cylinder. All right. So here's the wheel cylinder, but it doesn't look to be like that's the problem. If you look back here, looks to me to be right there where that line connects to the back of the wheel cylinder. It got rusty and blew out, if you can see it. So I have these brake line wrenches. You're gonna want to use these so you don't strip the nut. But we're going to use this to get the nut that's back here and the nut that's over here off. So at this point, I've got full backup here. Maybe I've become the backup now because this doesn't want to come off. But sometimes these bolts will strip and you just got to do everything you can to get them off. So that's what we're in the process of doing. You probably want to use a good set of vice grips to get these off. So ideally, you'll have this. This goes into the back of the wheel cylinder. And you'll hook this little brake line socket over it and you'll spin it that direction. Of course, you want to loosen it and it'll come out of there, but these are so rusted up that it broke the line off, but that's the part we're replacing anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. This one is stuck too, so we haven't got that one off. We're letting it soak with WD-40 right now. Hopefully we'll get that one off too. You just got to use some old Indian tricks and whatever you can to get it off. Alright guys, it's pretty dark, but the fitting's off. As you can see, it's right here. Both ended up breaking off. Whoops, that one's rolling on me. Both of these were so rusted to the flare right here that they broke off. So I'm gonna have to stop for today, locate this piece. Maybe I'll have to order it from Honda, or maybe I'll be in luck in O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Someone will have it, hopefully. So this is another day. We have the old rusted brake line there. Have this piece. I'm gonna cut right here, and I have two ends for it. I'm gonna cut it. It needs to be a lot shorter to be closer to this length. I'll bend it with this bender to get it like that. And then I have another section that I'm gonna have to fix that I saw was bad. So I have a union here. I have a union and I bought some metric tin pieces, and we're gonna hopefully use this. I think this will be long enough for it too, so we're gonna get to work. Alright, so here are both brake lines. There's the old one, this is the new one. I know they're a little bit different shaped, but it threads in and I can get it started, and so I can put the brake line wrench on it and go ahead and tighten it down. Alright, so this is a different part. This is a different brake line now. I've already fixed the other one. I've got it all tightened down. Went ahead and fixed this one. This one is pretty rusty, as you can see, so I cut it off. It was a different section, and I cut this piece to match the length. This is going to be bent like a U. It used to be, but I straightened it out. So I want to show you guys how to do the double flare real quick in this video. Alright, so first you take it and you want to slide the little piece over before you flare it. And then you spread these apart. This is 3/16 length. So I put it in that section of the vise without pinching me. Pinch the heck out of my hand. Get it real tight. And then when you're doing a double flare, you'll have these little pieces like this. You stick down in the tip. Got it in there. You take this piece, slide it over the top like so. Let me back it off a few turns. Should be good. This is the first step in doing this double flare. Well, I'm just spinning it. So you'll tighten it down until that meets flush with the vise. Like that, and then you'll back it back off if I can. And then you take the first piece off, and now what you'll do is you'll put the little punch directly onto the brake line to finish the second stage of the double flare. Let me get that on there. Alright, you'll tighten it down. And back it off. And unscrew the vise. Let's see. Enough to get it off, yep. And there you go. It's flared. And see, that's why you got to put this on before, because you can't slip it over that once it's flared. So you got to make sure your fittings are on there before you flare it. Alright guys, show you the final product. There you go. There's the this is the second line that I cut out. I cut it right there. I cut it, and then there's a rubber coating. I had to peel the rubber back and slip this fitting on, and then double flare it, and then I had to put this union on it, and then I made this piece and it screwed in, and then there, right here, was the first one I did. So we're all wrapped up. I'm not going to bore you with bleeding the brakes. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. Someone who can explain it better than I can. If you're new to the channel, here's my truck. Here's Julie's Mustang. Do a lot of cool things with these two. Truck's cammed and head swapped, has headers, full exhaust, Corvette servo. Give you a start real quick. Everyone's asleep in the house though, so I'm not gonna rev it up. Sounds pretty good. It's got a pretty quiet muffler on it. Honestly, I'm thinking about changing it. There you go. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Maybe now you're brave enough to try to fix your brake lines. But thank you for watching. Take care. Have a nice day.